I'm finally monetized. Wow, I can't believe I made it here. I'm happy to say I finally hit those benchmarks of hitting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so that I can maybe start making a little bit of money from this thing. But why I made this video today is I wanted to actually just make a real transparent video about what YouTube analytics look like, because trust me, when I started out doing this a few months ago, it seemed like everything that showed up in my feed was how to be super successful on YouTube, how to get rich quick kind of stuff. Honestly, even the ones that felt genuine, every single one I clicked into, they're people that are trying to sell like courses. Sign up for, my courses and I'll really help you. And I don't know, I just, if I were starting a YouTube channel today, I would want to see a video like the one I'm about to do for you guys. If you're new to the channel, then this is a one-off type of video. The rest of my videos on this channel are about movies, physical media, storytelling, stuff like that. I'm not trying to become some like YouTube guru who's going to try to sell YouTube advice or something like that. I honestly just wanted to be transparent and tell you what it looks like to make money on YouTube as an absolute beginner, like when you first hit that benchmark. So I'll probably just hop over to my computer, we'll screen share, we won't do anything too flashy. I'll just kind of start showing you guys what my analytics look like. Okay, so first, here's my channel, as you can see here. So I've got 68 videos, I've got 1,050 subscribers. This channel's existed since like 2013, and I've attempted a few different videos over the years. But when I came back to this channel, I decided to use this to kind of start fresh. I had actually 69 subscribers just kind of over the course of the 10 years that I've had this channel or so. And I had about 20 videos on here from before. So on May 5th, I posted my first video, which was this Andor video here, which actually had a very successful first run. And I think it's just because the timing of it all. Andor was a big thing that week that I posted that. And also, it's a little bit of a controversial thumbnail. So people called it rage bait, I guess you could say. And it's still my most disliked video. But that's what I started with. I know. Anyway, so I posted that video first on May 5th, and then I got monetized on July 21st. So it took me about 2.5 months, but mind you, I already had like a little bit of subscribers, but I didn't have any watch hours going into it. So I thought getting to 1,000 subscribers would come first and then the 4,000 watch hours, but actually I got to about 5,000 watch hours before I got to 1,000 subscribers. But those are the two benchmarks you have to hit to start receiving ad revenue on YouTube. I'm approaching 1 full week of being monetized. I will say I was a little demoralized when I first hit that benchmark because I'd been grinding really hard. I'd set a goal for myself that I would film 3 videos a week for 4 months and see where I get. And if I'm able to find some level of success out of this, then I'll keep going. Thankfully, I found that level of success and I actually kind of beat that timeline. Like I said, it only took me about 2.5 months. And a lot of videos that I was watching about, what it actually takes to grow a YouTube channel a lot of them were saying it would take about 4 months. So that's why I set that goal for myself. So I'm proud of myself for getting there a little bit quicker. Of course, it's thanks to you guys watching. But yeah, so I was stoked and I thought, great, I've had some really successful videos on this channel. I can't wait to see what my first, paycheck is, because I kind of made the assumption that there would be some level of back pay. Well, there is not. There is no back pay. It just starts day one. It took me a minute to figure that out though. So let's go to my analytics. So channel analytics. So it was funny. The very first day of monetization, it took like 2 days to load in what I had made. And then it said I've made like $1.10. And I was like, whoa, I made $1.10 off of like the 50,000 views I got last month. And I had one video that was very successful. I clicked on that video, which was a James Bond video I made. And it said I'd made 10 cents off that video. I was like, okay, this, I'm done with YouTube. Like, I can't be putting in this much work and then get $1 for all of it. Thankfully, that was just from that specific Monday, the very first Monday I was monetized. All the views that came in on Monday, I made $1 from. So, that was still a little demoralizing because I'm like, okay, $1, maybe I make $1 a day. That's $30 a month. That doesn't feel like a whole lot. And in general, my views, if you look at the last 28 days, have been kind of declining. Like I had a lot of success here at the beginning of July and of June. And my views day to day have been kind of declining. And so I started getting monetized right here on Monday, July 21st, 539 views. That brought me in a whopping $1. And then as the next day came in, and they're always 2 days behind, I got in $3 for 10 less views. And I was like, okay. And then I got $4 on Wednesday and another $4 here, which totals to $13.44. So in 4 days of monetization, I've made $13.44. So that's not so bad. I'm like, maybe it'll be closer to like $20 a week, which then is like close to $100 a month. And that's with kind of my lower view count. I'm like, all right, that's something. That makes me feel at least like it's a little bonus from doing it. And I want to reiterate, by the way, that I plan on continuing my YouTube channel, and I'm doing it because I genuinely love doing it. But there is an element of burnout that happens when you're also trying to work a full-time job and you have a family and you're trying to pump out 3 videos a week. So you kind of hope that there's going to be some sort of at least monetary bonus element to it, which is obviously the hope of anyone who's going to start a YouTube channel. So now, I would love to see when I was kind of consistently up here in the 2,000 to as high as, almost 4,000 range, what that would have paid out. But there is no back pay. So, and there is no like specific number. That's the other thing, because it's based on so many different factors, whether or not, like what types of ads are running and the interaction level with those ads. So anyway, I've made a whopping $13.44. As you can see, like my channel has just slowed down a lot, which is really due to the fact that I had one video just blow up pretty big here with this How Roger Moore Saved the Bond franchise getting 17,000 views, and this Criterion Collection video with 10,000 views. So I've had a couple of that really were successful over the course of the last month and helped me get to about 51,000 views in a month. So, if I were to maintain like 50,000 views per month, that could equate to somewhere between $200 to $400 a month. That's my new next goal. If I can hit 50,000 views again next month, then I can bring in $200 to $400. That would be like a nice validation that what I'm doing is putting me in the right direction. So anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else interesting here that I could show you. I mean, there's other things you can do as far as create memberships, and people can send you supers and stuff like that. It's very overwhelming to figure out a membership system at this stage of beginning YouTube, because I think when you're a beginner at YouTube like myself, you're putting in so much effort and work into just getting videos up there, and it's just taking all of your time. Yeah, anyway, I did create a membership program just for fun, which I've had zero total members, which is totally fine. But you can join my membership program where you can donate $1.99 a month to buy me a drink, or $3.99 a month to buy me an alcoholic drink. So that's my only membership program. You don't really get any special rewards. You get some badges, and you get shout outs from me, I believe, in the upper tier. So consider it. I'll throw you some shout outs, but I'm not asking for that at all from you guys. So it's there, but I'm not asking for it from you. So maybe you guys can leave me some comments below with some constructive criticism. Like, if you've seen my videos, what do you think would help them do better? What do you guys want to see from me? My current movie reviews are the least successful videos on the channel. And I know that a big part of that is because there's a high level of competition with movie reviews. But another part of that's the fact that I've built an audience of people who like watching Criterion Collection movies, and also people that are interested in video essays. Interest level for the newer movie reviews just doesn't seem to be as much there. So if that's something that you guys as subscribers of mine are not really enjoying, then that's something I might just need to cut from my catalog and just focus more on physical media and on different video essays that I can do. But you have to do something you're passionate about. And for me, I'm very passionate about movies and storytelling and filmmaking. But also, if you're here watching this because you're a new YouTuber and you're trying to start out, I hope this helps. Just some sort of transparent, here's the kind of money that you're looking at. Like, I know a lot of you watching this probably have a dream of building a YouTube channel. And I had a dream of building a YouTube channel, and it always feels like a dream. It feels like something other people can do that you aren't able to do for some reason. Ultimately, if you just sit down and you keep making videos, there is something so unique to you, and that will come through. Don't worry about what other people are going to think about you, because those shitty comments are going to come through anyway, but the good ones are going to come too. Imposter syndrome is real. I feel it. everyone feels it. For whatever reason, in our own brains, we just don't necessarily think we're valuable enough to be the person who talks about this stuff on the internet. We see other people doing it, we only see that aspect of them, and we imagine that they are better for the gig than we are. There's more than enough slices for everyone who wants a piece of the pie, because everyone really does offer something different. So get out there, make your videos, do your thing, and make a couple bucks in a couple months. All right. One of the biggest takeaways for me in becoming serious about YouTube has been just how important and meaningful it is to interact with the community. And I don't just mean on my channels. I mean all the YouTube channels I've subscribed to for so many years and never left a comment on. I realize now how important, how meaningful those interactions are. The only way to know that you're doing well, or to help you through those moments when you are running into a hump or creative down spiral, I guess you could say, the burnout, any of those things, those positive comments, honestly, they do a lot to help you over those humps. So I really appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos and leave those comments. And even if you don't, just watching the videos, it does mean so much to me. And I'm trying to be more interactive with other people, other channels, other communities that I'm a part of as a way to kind of pay forward what I've been receiving on my channel. So I don't know. That's one of my lessons, I guess, one of my takeaways from this whole thing. But I also want to reiterate that for me, it isn't about making money. It really isn't. The money is the aspect that eventually does have to have an uptick for me to continue to be able to do this. So any support that I can receive from ad revenue or from partnership programs or anything like that is obviously going to be something that I'm going to attempt to take, because producing as many videos as I've been trying to produce is not sustainable long-term for having a family and full-time job or anything like that. So there has to be some monetary aspect to it all, just for me to be able to continue doing it. But the truth is, it's just what I love doing. This channel, if you've seen, it's really, I think it existed since 2013, and every once in a while, I've tried different little attempts at coming up with a different video series related to movies or snowboarding or comics or something I'm interested in. And then I have another channel called All But One Productions, which is where I put all my films that I've made over the years with my friends. And that channel, I don't make any money from that channel because I use copyrighted music and because I just want to make the movies I want to make. I've had that going since 2011 on here, and that's always been my main focus, is just being a filmmaker, being a creator. But if I don't have an outlet or a place to put my creative energy, it starts to bottle up and it starts to become like a really sad world for me. So this channel has become this really fun place for me to have that constant creative outlet. And thank you guys for letting me share it with you. I love you. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and we'll catch you in the next video.